I told you about the instantaneous velocity, and today we will discuss about the instantaneous acceleration. Then in instantaneous velocity I told you that whenever a velocity of a body is calculated for a very small interval of time, we will not consider the complete journey, we will only discuss a very small part of that journey, then we will say that that velocity is the instantaneous velocity. And students, about the instantaneous velocity, as we have discussed and I have uploaded a video also, now we are going to discuss instantaneous acceleration. What is instantaneous acceleration? It is just similar to the instantaneous velocity. Students, whenever we calculate the velocity of a body at any particular instant of time, then we will say that the acceleration of the body is instantaneous. And suppose we are writing here acceleration, we have studied that acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time taken. Here delta V denotes change in velocity, and we have also written it in like this, v minus u by t. Then here we are writing change in velocity upon time. This is the formula for normal acceleration, but when you discuss about the instantaneous acceleration, then for instantaneous acceleration we will use acceleration is equal to limit. We will apply a limit. As I have discussed in our previous video, we will apply here limit. And limit t approaches to 0, change in velocity upon time. I have explained about this limit, but again I repeat here, this limit denotes that this time interval t is very small. This time t is very small, it is not equal to 0, it is only approaching to the 0. Then instantaneous acceleration can be written in this way, or you can also write it in another form, and acceleration is equal to, you will write here dv by dt. This is a differentiation form. Acceleration is equal to dv by dt. dv by dt means in a small interval of time, a small change in velocity. Now students, come to an example. I am going to take an example. Before taking example, I am going to write the formula of instantaneous velocity also. For instantaneous velocity we have written displacement upon time, but since velocity is instantaneous, then we are applying here a concept of limit. Limit says that the time t is very small, then you will write here limit t approaches to 0. Limit t approaches to 0. In the differentiation form you can write it dx by dt, and differentiation form you will write it like dx by dt. Then students, I am going to start with a numerical problem, and the problem is displacement x of a body is given by like this. Displacement x of a body is 3t square minus 2t plus 1. Displacement of a body is given here 3t square minus 2t plus 1. And the question is find number 1, displacement at. Question is find displacement at t is equal to 2 seconds. Number 2 is velocity at t is equal to 1 second. And number 3 is acceleration at t is equal to 0 seconds. We have these 3 questions, and I want the answer from your side, and after that I will explain. Okay students, now we are going to solve this problem, and the problem is the displacement is given here. In this problem, displacement is given only, and displacement is given 3t square minus 2t plus 1. This is your displacement. First of all, we want to find displacement at t is equal to 2 seconds. And it is directly asking for the displacement, and the formula of displacement is here. Then directly put the value of time. Then for 1, put t is equal to 2 seconds. You will get the answer. X is equal to 3 into 2 square minus 2 into 2 plus 1. The answer is 3 into 4 minus 4 plus 1. 3 4s are 12 minus 4. 12 minus 4 is 8 and plus 9. First answer is 9 meter. Displacement is 9 meter. This is the first answer. Our second part is velocity at t is equal to 1 second. Velocity at t is equal to 1 second. We are going to solve our second problem. Velocity, and if you have displacement, then you can find velocity by using formula dx by dt. In my previous class I told you that whenever the displacement is the function of time, whenever displacement is depending on the time, then always use the concept of differentiation, dx by dt. Put the value d by dt of x, and value of x is 3t square minus 2t plus 1. Solve this problem. V is equal to 3, and the differentiation of t square, I have discussed that if there is x to the power n and you are going to differentiate this, then the answer will be put this power in the front and subtract 1 from the power, add nxn minus 1. Then here this is t square, this 2 will come in front and it will become 2 3 just 6 t, 2 3 just 6t minus 2. The differentiation of t will be 1. Differentiation of t will be 1 because at the power of t there is 1. You will put it in the front and you will subtract 1 minus 1. It will become 0. And whenever a power of 0 is there, then it will be equal to the 1. The differentiation of t is 1. Here given 2. And the differentiation of constant is 0. Remember students, always remember it. Differentiation of a constant. Suppose there is a 5. Then differentiation of constant will be 0. Then the differentiation of this one will be 0. Then you have find the velocity. Velocity is there. And now we are going to find the velocity at t is equal to 1 second. Velocity at t is equal to 1 second. Put the value of t is equal to 1 second. You will get v is equal to 6 into 1 minus 2. The answer is 6 minus 2 is 4 meter per second. This is the velocity. Now the last part is acceleration. The last part is acceleration. Students, we are going to calculate the acceleration. Acceleration means change in velocity upon time. Students, now you are in class 11, and in maximum cases, in maximum situations, we will use differentiation and integration. Just now we are doing here differentiation. dv by dt, change in velocity upon time is acceleration. Change in velocity upon time is acceleration. Now put the value d by dt of v. d by dt of v, and you have already find out the value of v. V is here. Put the value of v. Value of v is 60 minus 2. After differentiating, you will get the answer 6. And differentiation of t is, tell me, differentiation of t is 1. Whenever you differentiate t alone, it will be 1. And differentiation of this constant is 0. Differentiation of constant will be 0. The acceleration is 6. But it wants that acceleration at t is equal to 0. Students, since acceleration is not depending on the time. Acceleration is independent of it. There is just like the displacement, just like the velocity, there is no term of time here. Then you will say acceleration is constant. It will not depend on time. Either that is 0 second or that is 5 second, 8 second, any. Then our acceleration is 6 meter per second square. This is the final answer. Is it clear, students? Students, now you have studied about the differentiation and how to calculate the velocity, acceleration. If you have displacement, you can calculate velocity by using the formula dx by dt. If you have velocity, you can calculate acceleration by using the formula dv by dt. Now we are going to study the reverse process. Reverse process means if you have acceleration, then how to calculate velocity. If you have velocity, then how to find the displacement. We are going to study the reverse process. Just like the reverse of multiplication is division, reverse of addition is subtraction. In the same way, reverse of differentiation is integration. I repeat again, like reverse process of multiplication is division, reverse process of addition is subtraction. In the same way, reverse process of differentiation is integration. We are going to apply integration to do this reverse process. And student, to understand this concept, suppose you have velocity is equal to dx by dt. After differentiating x, you have calculated the velocity. But now I want to calculate displacement. I want to find the displacement. I have velocity. Velocity is given and the question is find the displacement. Go in the reverse direction. Then for that, here write it like this. Dx is equal to dx, because we are going to find this x. Then write dx is equal to v dt. Right? Dx is equal to v dt. Multiplied it here. Now, after completing this step, last step is integration. In you can say in the rough language, in the layman language, here we have dx, here we have dx, but if we want x, we have dx, but we want x. To remove this d, to eliminate this d, apply the symbol of integration. This is the symbol of integration. This, the snack like this symbol is the symbol of integration. And the math students will study it in detail in your class. But now, in the same way, suppose, and whenever you will apply this step, this sign, then d will be removed from here. You will get x is equal to integration of v dt. In the same way, suppose you have acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time. You have acceleration is equal to change in velocity upon time. I have acceleration and I want to find the velocity. I have acceleration and I want to find the velocity. What I will do? Write dv is equal to a dt. dv is equal to a dt. And after that, to eliminate this d, you will apply the integration process. Apply here integration process. And when you will apply this integration, this d will be eliminated from here, and you will get, this d will be removed from here. You will get v is equal to a dt. Write it. And after that, I will give you the formulas of integration. Just like we have few formulas of differentiation, in the same way I am going to write some formulas of integration also. Students, we have few formulas, some basic concepts of integration. In just like differentiation we have discussed, that if you have x to the power n and you want to differentiate it, like d by dx of x to the power 1, what will be the answer? N x to the power n minus 1. This is the answer. N will come in the front and we will subtract 1 from the n. But if you want to integrate x to the power n, then there will be, here dx is in denominator, here dx is in numerator. Students, remember, d by dx is just a symbol. D by dx is just a symbol of differentiation, and after differentiating this will be removed from here, only you will write the answer. In the same way, this snack like symbol and dx, these two things are the symbol of integration. Only you have to integrate this value which is in between these two symbols. And the integration of x to the power n is x to the power n plus 1 upon n plus 1. What is the difference between differentiation and integration? Here we have to put this in front and subtract 1 from the, and here we are at the place of subtraction we are adding 1. And at the place of multiplication we are dividing it, and we are adding 1 also here. For example, if you have x to the power 5 dx, what you will do? You will write x to the power 5 plus 1 upon 5 plus 1, and answer will be x to the power 6 by 6. Answer will be x to the power 6 by 6. In the same way, suppose you are integrating x to the power 3 dx, the answer will be x to the power 3 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1. These are the mathematical tools which are important in your physics. Suppose if you want to integrate sin x dx, I said this snack and this dx are the symbol. We have to integrate only the term which are between these two. And the sin x will be, after differentiation you will get minus cos x. If you integrate cos x dx, you will get sin x. Then there are so many formulas, but few important formulas are here. If you want to write it, okay students, we have a numerical problem. We are going to solve a numerical problem, and the problem is acceleration a is equal to 3t minus 2. We have acceleration a is equal to 3t minus 2. Number 1, find velocity at t is equal to 1 second. Number 2 is find displacement at t is equal to 2 seconds. Then let me solve it. Since we have acceleration, this is the reverse process. We have acceleration, after acceleration find, by using this acceleration find velocity, and after finding velocity find displacement. Then from acceleration to velocity, what we will do? We have the acceleration, and you will write velocity is equal to integration of a dt. Velocity is equal to integration of a dt. Because you are going to find velocity from the acceleration, this is the reverse, then you will integrate here. A is here 3t minus 2 dt. 3 is a constant, and at the power of t there is 1. Then you can write it t to the power 1 plus 1 upon 1 plus 1 minus 2. You can see here 2, there is no t here. Then at the place of t you can write t to the power 0, because if there is no term you can write t to the power 0. And if you will integrate t to the power 0, you will get t to the power 0 plus 1 upon 0 plus 1. What is the answer? 3 by 2 t square, this 1 plus 1 2, minus 2t. You have velocity. For any confusion, you can watch this video again because I will upload this video on your school website. Second, we have velocity. You want the velocity at t is equal to 1 second, then substitute t is equal to 1 here. If you substitute t is equal to, you will get the velocity. Now we want to find the displacement. If you want to define displacement from velocity, then you write displacement is equal to integration v dt. Isn't it? Remember, there are two types of integration. One is definite integration and another is indefinite integration. This is indefinite integration and definite integration. In definite integration, there is a requirement of limit. We put limit here that we want to take time from 2 seconds to 3 seconds. I will discuss it in our next class. But if you want to find displacement, you have velocity, and after putting the value of v here and by integrating that, you can get the displacement. Then students, I will provide some question banks and some PDFs on your